Good morning everyone. Here we were studying our fifth unit, that is the passband digital transmission. So in previous session we have seen when we are doing the transmission and detection of digital signal without any modulation, it means without any frequency shift, we are calling that as a baseband communication. And when we are calling about the baseband signal, we can say this signal have significant power spectrum at low frequency. So they can be transmitted over a twisted pair cable, fiber optic cables, but they cannot be transmitted over a radio link because this will require a large size antenna and they are used only for a short distance. So if we are supposed to do the transmission of digital signal over a long distance, we will require spectrum of signal to be shifted in high frequency region, and we are calling that as a the band pass modulations. Because if you see here, we are doing the transmission of a digital data over a long distance that will require high frequency region. So we can call this as a band pass modulations, and here we are supposed to modulate what we are supposed to modulate carrier of frequency. So here if we are using the band pass modulations, we are supposed to change its amplitude or its frequency or its phase of carrier. How? In accordance with the baseband signal. And here we can say the resulting signal is a band pass signal, and this type of transmission, digital transmission, we can say as a band pass transmission. So if we are supposed to do the band pass modulations, we are supposed to change the amplitude, phase or the frequency of a carrier that can be varied in accordance with the baseband signal. Then we have seen about how we are changing, if we are changing the frequency of carrier with accordance with the baseband, we are calling that as a FSK. If we are changing amplitude of carrier, we can say that as ASK. If we are changing the phase of carrier in accordance with the baseband signal, we can say that as the phase shift K. Then we have seen about the BPSK, band pass transmission model we have seen, in which we have seen if we are taking the two binary signal S1 of t, S2 of t, at that time what we are doing here, if we are taking that data that can be given to the encoder and that will be encoded into in phase and a quadrature phase component. Then we have seen when we are doing the coherent BPSK, at that time if we are using the two signals, we can say S1 of t will represent 1. So at that time S2 of t will represent 0. And here you will get S1 of t equal to amplitude or square root of 2 PS. PS is nothing but signal power into cos 2 phi FCT. And if we are taking first signal as like this, we are supposed to take second signal which will have 180 degree phase shift with this signal. So you will get S2 of t equal to square root of 2 PS cos 2 phi FCT plus 180 degree, or you can write here pi. And here we are saying PS is nothing but signal power, which value you will get as a square by 2. So this concept we have seen in previous session. Now we are supposed to see here about the differential phase shift gain, DPSK. We have seen BPSK, now we are supposed to see differential phase shift gain. So we can say in the differential phase shift gain, the phase of modulated signal is shifted relative to previous signal element. Here no reference signal is considered. The signal phase follows the high or low state of previous element. and this DPSK technique does not need a reference oscillator. So here we can say when we are supposed to do the differential phase shift keying at that time, at the transmitter it will uses two basic operations. First one is obviously the phase shift keying, and second one, as we are giving the name DPSK, second one will be differential encoding of a input wave. So if, as we have seen about the PSK, we can say differential phase shift keying is a non-coherent version of a PSK. Non-coherent means what? This modulation technique eliminates the synchronous carrier recovery at the receiver end, simplifying the receiver circuit. So if we are taking one example associated with coherent PSK, we can say we can recover the carrier from received signal by squaring it. But then changing the sign of input signal will alter the carrier. So we can say there is a phase ambiguity of a pi or 180 degree in the PSK detection. So if we are doing the DPSK, we can say it is the non-coherent version of the PSK in which we are eliminating the synchronous carrier recovery at the receiver end, and it will simplifying the receiver circuit. So if we are doing the DPSK at the transmitter, it will uses two operation, phase shift keying and the differential encoding. So here we can say if we are considering, let DK denote the differentially encoded sequence with this added reference bit. So we now introduce following definitions in the generation of this sequence. So here we are doing the differential phase shift. So if incoming binary symbol we can take as a BK. If it is 1, we will leave the symbol DK. It means we are doing unchanged. We are not changing anything. So if incoming binary symbol BK is 1, we are taking symbol unchanged with respect to previous bit. But if incoming binary bit is 0, binary bit BK equal to 0, at that time we are supposed to change the symbol with respect to its previous bit. So to send symbol 0, we are supposed to take the phase of current signal waveform by 180 degree. And if we are supposed to send the 1, we leave the phase of current signal waveform unchanged. So here we can say when we are supposed to use the DPSK, here we will see about the generation of DPSK. So here we are saying the differential encoding process at the transmitter input that will start with arbitrary first bit, and it will serving as a reference. We are taking this as a reference. So we can say in the generation of DPSK, the differential encoding process at the transmitter input that will start with the arbitrary first bit, and that will taken as a reference. So DPSK is a non-coherent form of the phase shift keying, which will avoid need for the coherent reference signal at the receiver side. So if we will talk about the DPSK, we can see as it is not coherent, we can say it will be its advantages. So in the advantages, we can say non-coherent receiver are easy, these are cheap to build, hence these are widely used in the wireless communication. And DPSK eliminates the need for coherent reference signal at the receiver by combining two basic operations at the transmitter. So here we can see the DPSK waveform. So if you see, here you will get as here we are considering no reference signal we are considering, and the signal phase will follow the phase high or low state of the previous step. How? These things are only depending on value of 1 and 0. You can see here, if we are having you can see the truth table of the XOR gate. What we are taking 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So we will get 0 1 1 0. as you guys are aware about the XOR truth table. But here, if 1 we are supposed to take as it is 1. If 0 we are taking -1. So only in the truth table we have changed 0 की जगह तुमको -1 लिखना है. So when you will see the waveform, it can be seen that from this waveform, if data bit is low, that is its value is 0, at that time phase of signal is not reversed, it will remains as it is. You can see B of t is not changing. And if we are saying if data bit is low, then phase of signal is not reversed, but it will be continued as it was. But if the data bit is high, 1, at that time, if you see B of t minus tb is low, but B of t is get reversed. So, you can say if data bit is high, that is 1, then phase of signal is reversed as with non-return to Z, invert on 1. So, we can say that as a form of differential encoding. So, here we can observe the waveform, we can say that high state will represent M in modulating signal and low state will represent W in modulating signal. So, here we can see when we are doing the DPSK at that time, if we will talk about the non-coherent detections, we can say non-coherent detection because it does not require carrier phase recovery and hence it will have less complexity at the price of higher error rate. There is no need in the reference in phase with the received carrier. And if you see, we can say that is a differential coherent detections. Differential phase shift keying the information bits and previous symbol determine the phase of current symbol. And here non-coherent detection for orthogonal basis. For example, you can take M-Array phase frequency shift keying. The received energy corresponding to each candidate signal is used for the detections. Non-coherent DPSK receiver we will see in the next class. Thank you.